Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Long kick shout. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies.
This is a goose. You listen to Mark Goes to the Movies. Huh? Maybe.
Hey guys, this is Mark. Mark Goes to the Movies. So getting some Scott let me know about the we call it supermarket sweep. That episode was an experiment, not great. I think it's the cheap microphones I use. I don't use my usual ones. The fact that Goose was a terrible podcast partner for that episode. I'm putting it all on him and the shitty studio equipment I had. But yeah, the good news is that there's 7 episodes. 8 episodes. Wait, 7 for sure. By the end of the day, you'll have 7 episodes released. Or whenever this one goes out. Sunday, but into Sunday, you'll have 7 episodes for this weekend. So plenty to listen to. This one, we just finished the disc collection. We're now going to do the VHS collection as a bonus that still going to count it. Because believe me, the work goes into editing these, not editing things, but putting them together. Editing the theme song and all that stuff in there. There's plenty of time. But I'm going to try to, I don't want to clip it to my shirt. I think that's where the audio gets messed up. You see? If this is bad, we know. All right. I think it's good enough. I think you can still hear me. I need my hands free for this one as I go through them. So let me open up this glass case that I have most of my VHS tapes in. These are like the best ones. I still have room for other ones because I didn't expect to find something this cool, especially at a yard sale. That episode is on available. Is my experience finding this. Oh no! I gotta remember to turn out these candles. Had them on like all day. All right, so yeah, these are. I started a VHS collection when I found a CRTV. The CRTV is really cool. Found it on the side of the road in South Roxana. So I wanted, I had a VHS player and I have a DVD recorder too. DVD recorder, VHS player doesn't work on that. So I had to get a VHS player. I got one, hooked it up to TV. My living room is not technically a living room no more. My living room has my arcades and it has my CRTV, the big TV, and it has another TV in it that we don't really use. And my living room is technically in a movie room now. Kind of separated them. Wanted to move my VHS tapes into the old living room. Just, I don't know, it might, maybe eventually. But we're gonna wait and see. Might get another. See, I don't know if I want another shelf in here or not. How much room I have? Maybe. I don't know. That's a tough one. I know I can probably get another shelf in here if I really try. I'm blocking off a window though. Just thinking about that's for way down the road. Let's get into some VHS tapes. So when I got into the VHS players, I had a few tapes left over. I sold a lot of them when I was just clearing stuff out. Like I'm not gonna watch VHS tapes anymore. But then I want to watch older looking stuff on older TVs. So then I started getting into VHS tapes. I made the mistake of going through Whatnot and overpaying for movies. That was problem one. The ones I kept were the Tales from the Crypt because I know I wouldn't I wouldn't be able to replicate those anymore. I had a Tales from the Crypt VHS tape. I had Demon Knight and a Simpsons tape. Those are the ones I know I kept. It was a very small group. and someone saw on eBay there was like a all grown up the Rugrats special didn't sell. Other ones I bought on whatnot, which is like it's like Twitch and eBay combined together, like live auctions, and I overpaid quite a bit. However, I've discovered if you go to Goodwills, or at least in my area, they're overflowing a lot of times with VHS tapes, and I hit the mother load. I want to say it was. I don't think it wasn't last week. It was maybe 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I got so many good ones, and the guy at Goodwill was like, "Yeah, I cleaned all of them. I got the ones with mold out of there, threw them away. I wonder what the ones with mold, which one those were." But yeah, I'm not gonna do the case. I'm not gonna dig any beneath the Blu-rays and all that stuff because there's more behind Blu-rays. A lot of my Disney movies, they especially those, because I'll double stack some Blu-rays and they fit perfectly in there. So you don't have to have two stacks of VHS tapes. You want not as much weight on these shelves because they're particle board, so you have too much weight on them over long periods of time, they're gonna start to bow, and you don't want that. But it's going through there, and some of these are really good. Like House Two, the second story. VHS tapes just look pretty good. They look awesome. Uh, I mean, see, it's weird because this is like when it came out, so exclusively distributed by Star Maker. So it makes you wonder if that's like the company or what. Clearly, they're not the ones that distributed the movie. They just want to distribute the tapes, I guess. So I got that one. Ghostbusters 2. This one still has the plastic on it. For some reason, collectors love that. Ghostbusters 2, and this is a clean copy as well. Well, little bit of mold on that one. I'll probably have to clean that out. Let's see. Halloween. This is the Blockbuster edition. I still need a an actual Halloween copy. I don't know if this plays very well, or it could have been my VHS player too. But yeah, it's a nice copy. Tales from the Crypt. This is an eBay purchase. I've been trying to buy them. These Tales from the Crypt VHS tapes are expensive. This is a Robert Zemeckis special, so it's the ones he directed. It's the on All Through the House. That's the one with the Killer Santa. Yellow and You Murder. So hour and a half of Tales from the Crypt. They have another one. This is the one I kept from before. These look so cool, and it's the same one. It's in All Through the House, the one with the Killer Santa, the Man Who Was Deaf, and Dig That Cat, He's Real Gone. Then I got Demon Knight, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I don't have Mortal Kombat yet. Looking for that one. Serpent in the Rainbow, Congo, The Frighteners. Frighteners has a lenticular cover. That's pretty cool. I still know what you did last summer. I don't have I know what you did last summer though. Again, that's another one. Is it worth getting the sequels or the original ones? I guess. I have three that have the Jaws sequels. I have Jaws 2, Jaws 3, and Jaws the Revenge. Jaws 2 still has the plastic on it. I have Adam's Family Value. Invaders from Mars, pretty cool. I love that one. I've never actually seen the movie. I just love the box art to it. It looks really good. I have Night of the Living Dead. This is the 1990 version, the best zombie movie ever made, as far as I'm concerned. RoboCop 3, something called Invader. No idea what that is. I have The Haunting. I have Anaconda, Batman Returns, and again, the best Batman movies, Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. I have Jurassic Park. I have The Lost World Jurassic Park. I have Alien and Aliens. Now these are super old, just by the way the box art is. I have Urban Legend and Urban Legends 2. I have Rocky 5. I have Army of Darkness. I have Evil Dead 2. I have Lean on Me. I have Hostile Takeover. No idea what that is. I have The Forsaken. I have two copies of The Crow. One I bought on Whatnot, and the other one was at that Goodwill find, and it had plastic on it, and it looked really good. So I was like, I have no way I'm gonna pass this up for 50 cents. Oh yeah, all those movies are 50 cents, by the way. Super cheap, super good and affordable. I have Single White Female. I have Eddie and the Cruisers. I have Crocodile Dundee. I have Escape from New York. I have Terminator 3. I have Eraser. I have Face Off. I have Deadly Dreams. No idea what that is either. Night of the Twisters. I love that movie. That is has Devon Sawa in it, and it's right around the time Twister came out, and I remember it was a Fox Family movie, and really enjoyed it. K2 again, never seen it, but it's a mountain movie, so it looks pretty cool. Schwarzenegger's Commando. I have Predator. I have Godzilla. I have Purple Rain. I have the Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusions 1 and 2, and it's concert in Tokyo, the best concert ever filmed, as far as I'm concerned. It is the one that got me into Guns N' Roses when I was a kid. It's my favorite VHS tapes ever, I think, by far. I have Jerry Springer, Too Hot for TV. I watched those the other day, and I showed the kids that actually. There's not much like I don't know what they're blocking out, but there wasn't like a whole lot to be like, oh, that's bad. You can't show your kids that. It was just trashy TV. It was just Jerry Springer. I have the best of the Survivor Series, 1987, 1997. Wrestling VHS tapes. I still buy those. I still like them. Remember the Titans. These are more kid-friendly ones. We're getting to now. Remember the Titans. Hocus Pocus. The Mighty Ducks. Doug's brand new Doug. Brand spanking new Doug. Doug's Secret Christmas. Dinosaurs. This is volume 2. I have some DuckTales. Two copies of those. Halloween Haunts. Goof Troop Gone Fishing. Two things. A Tailspin. Looks like it's the same tape. Wow, that's disappointing. I have the Straight Story. The Straight Story is really interesting. For those you, I love this movie. It was directed by who the hell directed this? It was someone famous. I like it's a Schnucks Video Club. I like the stickers on there. $5. It was someone like you don't expect. I don't want to take the Schnuck sticker off. Oh, David Lynch directed this. So this guy, his old man, he goes and sees his brother, and he has to travel across. No, it's not that far, but he travels a good distance, 260 miles from Iowa to Wisconsin, and he travels in a riding lawnmower, and he has like a little trailer behind him, and that's what he sleeps in. And his daughter is Sissy Spacek. Really like that movie. It's really good. The Flintstones. Flintstones were big when I was a kid. That Flintstones movie. McDonald's had some of the best toys ever produced. They had the cups. It was a huge movie. I wish they'd promote movies like that now. I have a VHS tape. It's a cartoon called Science Court. I have never seen anything else. It was on NBC Saturday morning cartoons. Never seen nothing else about Science Court. This is the only tape I've ever seen of it. Basically, it was a cartoon, and they taught you about science. But they were like it was a court. It was a court background to it. Crazy. I have Animaniacs Sing Along, Yakko's World, Back to the Future. I have a Universal Studios tape is Beyond Behind the Scenes. Look at this one real quick. Oh, yeah, this one I like the Universal Studios. I don't want to say it's better than Disney, but it kind of is better than Disney. This is I'll have to watch this because this one looks pretty cool. 1987. This is probably right when it opened up. Takes you movie sets. Guessing the whole thing. They're really pushing the sting on this one, huh? I have another Universal Studios tape too, but it's a thick clamshell. I have it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I have Visitors from Outer Space, the Ronald McDonald movies. Want to get more of those, the Ronald McDonald movies. Those were pretty cool. I have a Garfield Christmas. I have the Denver the Last Dinosaur. It's one called Dino Star. The Magna School Bus, Out of This World, and the Busasaurus. I have the Best of the Simpsons, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, The Adventures of Pete and Pete. There are 4 Rugrats tape. There's Tommy Troubles, Kwanzaa, Discover America, and All Grown Up. Those Nickelodeon tapes had the best openings, like just from the catchy jingles and all that stuff. Uh, those are worth so much, like not like a lot of money, but those are worth some good money if you find Nickelodeon tapes. Three Ninjas and Three Ninjas Kick Back. Tommy Boy, The Money Pit, One Crazy Summer is sealed. I have Say Anything, Son in Law, Jury Duty, Undercover Blues, Top Gun, Speed, The Truman Show, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Man on the Moon, Christmas Vacation, Drive Me Crazy, Revenge of the Nerds, Batteries Not Included, Look Who's Talking, The Replacements, Dumb and Dumber, The Wedding Singer, Mr. Deeds, Happy Gilmore, Stripes, and then I have two Alvin and the Chipmunks tapes. Alvin and the Chipmunks were also kind of big when I was a kid. The big one that I really wanted, I remember bidding on it on whatnot, and it got away from me, is the Michael Jackson one where they do the music videos and Michael Jackson's the Beat It and Alvin's like been superimposing those tapes. Michael Jackson was super cool. Like that's awesome for him to let anybody do that. You wouldn't see that nowadays. Like you're not gonna see there are no big like Taylor Swift. You're gonna see Alvin and the Chipmunks with Taylor Swift that's doing that song. Not gonna happen, right? So Michael Jackson, uh, awesome dude. Like, look, there's just allegations as far as I'm concerned. He's was clear, you know, and now they brought up his allegations after he died. He wasn't able to defend himself. As far as I'm concerned, cancel me if you want, but I think he's fine. The ones I have though are Trick or Treason, which is a Halloween special. It's always a good one to have, and Batmonk. Alvin and the Chipmunks did a great job at movie parodies. They're like my favorite episodes. And those tapes, I had all those tapes. Tapes were my grandma recorded a lot of tapes, so it was a different kind of tape. And then my grandpa Joe used to steal tapes. He would cut the plastic off. You know, it was pretty easy. The ones that keep you from stealing them, they had those little magnetic strips, and he would just take the plastic off, put the tape in his jacket, and steal. My dad's side is not good people. Sorry, they're the reason why I don't have contact with them. They sued a lot of people. They got disability because my biological dad was illiterate, couldn't read. So that's nice. That's why I don't advertise this. Uh, couldn't drive till like later on. I don't think he got a license for a while. I don't know where he is anymore. Like at some point, I would like to be like, hey man, my dad died. I would like 5 days off work for bereavement. And like I don't know the guy. I knew him a little bit when I was a kid, and then he moved away when I was like 10. So I know him a little bit, and then I tried getting connecting with him again when I was later in life, like around 20. And yeah, he's a piece of shit. Don't have any contact with any of those guys. And even my actual ones I grew up with, my brother and sister Brian and Brana, haven't heard from them in like 8 years. You know, uh, at all. I have no idea what happened to him. I think Brian's not turned out all right. He's bouncing around. He got the ex-wife. Matter of fact, I saw his ex-wife on a dating app, so that was really awkward. I'll have to do a whole episode on that. That side. Let's get a little personal about that stuff. Tell you the whole story about Kenny Riddle. But yeah, that's my VHS collection. Uh, before we get in, and again, that's bonus episode. I want to apologize again for that supermarket episode. I wish I would have worked. I want to do me and Scott are going to do the Rock and Brews to get this Alice Cooper burger, and I'm going to record that one. So that one will. I don't want to say it's going to replace the supermarket suite episode because 50 episodes is 50 episodes. That's pretty cool. Uh, I don't know how many more I'm going to pump out this weekend. Next weekend is a payday weekend, so it's going to go low. You might not get as many episodes. But man, if I can get to 100 before my birthday and get to 1,000 listeners for my birthday, that's the goal. 1,000 downloads before April 22nd. We are 17 days away, and I think it's a reasonable amount. It'd be cool. it'd be nice. It's not guaranteed, but I'm wondering what this audio turns out too, because I have it clipped to my shirt. So if it turns out good, then we know it was all Goose and the equipment and just the having two people one on two microphones. Maybe we just need one microphone to catch all the audio. But yeah, appreciate all your support, guys. This is that's been my time.